What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, and today I am back with another video. This time once again, we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers. And today, we're going to focus on their star point guard, that being Russell Westbrook. As you guys know, Russ, he is highly scrutinized, and the microscope is definitely on him this season. And in his first year with the Lakers, stats-wise, if you look at it, it's actually been pretty effective, averaging 20 points per game, 8 assists, 8 boards, on 46% shooting. Stats-wise, he's been fine, and you can even say he's been great as the third option for the Lakers. But as you guys know, stats, they can be misleading. They don't always tell the whole story about how good and effective a player is, like Russell Westbrook. So with that being the case, in today's video, I'm going to break down why Westbrook will never win a championship, and he's not a championship caliber point guard at this stage in his career. Now, first up in this video, let's state the obvious. Do I think the Lakers will win the championship this season? No, I don't. Do I think Westbrook will be traded? Yes, I do. And I think Westbrook will win a championship in his playing career. Once again, I don't think he will. And as you'll see in this video, the same Westbrook flaws that everyone knows about, they are even more prevalent on this Lakers team. And I think for Westbrook, when looking at his flaws on the defensive end, that is actually really slept on. If you watch this guy play defense, he has Otto Porter moments virtually every single game where his brain goes on autopilot for 15 to even 20 seconds at a time. Those defensive lapses for a playoff caliber team simply cannot happen. And for Westbrook, what is he, 34 years old, and he's still having these lapses? That once again shows Westbrook is not a championship player, and on the defensive end, he's a borderline liability. And before the Westbrook fans go crazy, I'm not asking to be prime Gary Payton. All I'm asking to do is try to focus for a full basketball game with zero defensive lapses. Yes, I think it can be done because I watch Chris Paul on a nightly basis. At 36 years old, he's still dialed in on the defensive end. Even someone like Steph Curry, who's by no means a great defender, he's still locked in, knows where to be, knows his spots, his positions. He knows the basic fundamentals of defense, and he has very few, if any, major defensive lapses. Once again, for Westbrook, that's one of his big problems that kills the Lakers on the defensive end. Now looking at Westbrook's second biggest problem, it has to be his late game play, his late game passing, and his overall IQ late in games. For Westbrook's entire career, that's been one of the big problems. Yes, he has hit game winners, he's had good clutch stats, good fourth quarter stats, but when looking at his entire career, all in summary, he's been a very, very ineffective player late in games. And looking at the last 5 years in a sample size for the NBA playoffs, when it comes to clutch time scoring, a 5 minutes game within 5 points, Westbrook has been absolutely atrocious. These stats are 100% real and will blow your mind. In the last 5 postseasons in clutch time scoring, Westbrook averages 2.3 points per game on 26% shooting, 21% from 3, with 2.1 turnovers, with a plus minus of -31. The shooting splits, the scoring, the turnovers, the plus minus, he's absolutely in the dumpster. Once again, showing Westbrook in the clutch late in games is a below average NBA player. Now moving on from clutch time play, looking at another big time Westbrook flaw, it has to be the stat padding and the obsession with getting his numbers. And about 48 hours ago, Westbrook, he was asked a question about his fit and his expectations for the Lakers, and here was his response. Quote, "I think people are expecting me to have 25, 15, and 15. That's not a normal thing that people do consistently. I know I've done it the past 5 years, but that's not normal." So Westbrook, when talking about expectations, what does he automatically go to? The stat sheet. Once again, Russell Westbrook is obsessed with his stats, his numbers, and his overall standing with the triple-double crowd. And as we know in NBA history, triple-doubles, big-time stats, specifically for point guards and guards in general, they don't translate to championships 98% of the time. If you're someone like Jordan, Kobe, or Curry, yes, you can win championships putting up big-time numbers, but even those players had to take a step back offensively, sacrifice some numbers, in order for the team to win more games, thus winning championships. And as you can see, Westbrook, even at age 34, still hasn't got the memo that his stats don't translate to wins. once again showing he's stubborn as a bull, and he won't change his basketball mindset in order to win more games and go deeper in the playoffs. And when talking about championship mindset, basketball IQ, all those things are kind of cliches, but for Russell Westbrook, they definitely apply to him. And looking at someone like LeBron James, if LeBron can't make you better, can't fit you into the offense, you simply have no hope of being a championship player. As you guys know, him and AD, they meshed perfectly back in 2020, leading the Lakers to their championship. In the offseason, they basically cleared house for Westbrook, bringing in a flashy superstar, and tossing out Alex Caruso as well as a ton of role players. Looking back on it, the Lakers, I think they acknowledge they made a big-time mistake, as once again, Westbrook is a really flashy, big-time superstar player. When it comes to winning championships, getting serious, winning games, he's simply not that dude and never has been. So I think with that being the case, in the coming days, weeks, even months, I think there's going to be rumors leaked that Westbrook, he's definitely on the trading block and is available. The problem for the Lakers, nobody wants that contract, and more importantly, nobody wants Russell Westbrook. They're trying to win championships. So LA in this scenario, they kind of box themselves in by hitching their wagon to Westbrook, an overpaid and overvalued NBA superstar who's over the hill and past his prime. And for any Russell Westbrook fans to disagree with me, I do embrace debate and I embrace the facts. And looking at Westbrook as a playoff player, he simply is not that dude. In his last 5 playoff runs, he's shooting 38% from the field, 29% from 3, 77% from the line, with 4.7 turnovers. And only one time has he advanced past the first round. At the time he did that, he was hurt for half that series and James Harden having to carry the team. And only twice during that stretch, he shot 40% in a series, and 5 times he's averaged above 4 turnovers per game. And not once, he shot above 35% from 3. So once again, Westbrook in the playoffs, he's not a winning player. He puts up big time numbers, but his overall efficiency, his late game IQ, and his clutch time scoring is simply not the par. And thinking about Westbrook's playing career and how he's going to end it, I think the best case scenario for him is being on a mid-tier playoff team, preferably in the Eastern Conference, in the 8 to 10 seed range. They don't have many expectations. Westbrook can get his numbers, the fans can be happy, and overall Westbrook can be satisfied with no championship expectations or any big-time pressures. So with that being said, that is the end of the video. That's all I have to say about one Russell Westbrook. As you guys know in this video, I didn't say anything new or revolutionary. I simply stated the obvious that everyone knows, but some people are afraid to say, given Westbrook's superstar status and his fans being absolutely crazed. Now, as always, let me know your guys' thoughts. Do you think Westbrook is a winning time player, and would you trust him in the Lakers in a deep playoff run? With that being said, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.